what is happening in business today?
I thought we're not going to concentrate on the big stuff, all right, because there's something bigger that's happening today. It's a Friday. Apple passing the $1 trillion mark.
Unbelievable.
The first company to do so, certainly in the United States. And you might ask me, what's the fuss about this? Well, I'll tell you. Well, I mean, look, Claudia, every one of us who owns an Apple device or an Apple phone is connected to this huge, extraordinary company in some way or the other. So if you own one of these devices, you've actually contributed to that $1 trillion in market value. But the other thing is, it changes the lives of many of us in terms of our convenience. And how many companies can you say are actually bigger than the national economies of countries? Do you know that only 16 countries in the world is bigger than Apple? 16 countries, not companies. So the economies of only 16 countries are bigger than Apple. And I suppose that's what the fuss is all about. This has been an extraordinary achievement for this tech giant.
Jeez, I mean, it's massive, Dev. It's massive. I can't imagine anyone who doesn't have it. Look, we're not to punt this company here, but I just can't understand anyone who doesn't have an iPhone. I guess it puts paid to why it's grown so much. $1 trillion.
Yeah, and I think what's also extraordinary is if you look at the founder, Steve Jobs, I mean, the late founder of Apple, this company starting in a garage in 1976. Steve Jobs himself not having a perfect life. He was a college dropout. And just to track the persistence, the drive of this man, I think has been an inspiration for many, many, many people. Yeah. But look, it's not all smooth sailing because this is a jungle out there. This is the corporate world, of course.
And I was about to say that to you because surely competition must be stiff. I mean, the likes of Samsung, where are they?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, one might say leaps behind in terms of this market value, but catching up. I mean, though these products are permeating throughout the world, you look at the companies like Alphabet, like Amazon, all becoming innovative every single day, gaining market share. If Apple takes a backseat or becomes complacent in its drive to innovate, in its drive to be more competitive, that #1 mark that it holds with this $1 trillion market value won't stay for a very long time. So I think that relates to many people out there who are driving in the business world.
All right, very, very extraordinary news indeed. Apple, $1 trillion worth, that company right now, today. Wow. Extraordinary news indeed. Thank you very much, Devan Murugan, giving us a business update there. And of course, stiff competition in as far as that story is concerned. We'll